Why do Japanese people use chopsticks? The genius of two simple sticks. The universal question of eating utensils. Every culture has its own way of eating. In the West, people commonly use forks, knives, and spoons, while in many parts of Asia, chopsticks are the primary utensils. But have you ever stopped to think about why certain cultures prefer one utensil over another? The choice of eating tools is not just about practicality, it reflects history, tradition, and even philosophy. Among all utensils, chopsticks stand out as one of the simplest, yet most efficient tools. In this video, we will uncover the hidden wisdom behind chopsticks. Particularly in Japan, where they are more than just a way to eat, they are a cultural symbol. The mystery of chopsticks. Chopsticks are an essential part of Japanese culture. But have you ever wondered why Japanese people use them instead of forks and spoons? While many countries rely on Western-style utensils, Japan has embraced these two simple sticks for centuries. But chopsticks are not just tools for eating, they reflect deep cultural values, traditions, and even philosophy. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating history, etiquette, and meaning behind chopsticks. By the end, you'll see why these humble utensils are considered a genius invention that continues to shape Japanese dining culture today. The origin of chopsticks. A brief history. Chopsticks originated in China over 3,000 years ago. At first, they were mainly used for cooking rather than eating. Ancient Chinese people used long chopsticks to stir boiling water and pick up food from large pots. Over time, as food became more bite-sized, people started using chopsticks for eating. By the 6th century, chopsticks had spread to Japan and Korea. But each country developed its own unique style. In Japan, chopsticks became shorter and more refined, adapting to Japanese cuisine. Unlike in China, where communal dining was common, Japanese chopsticks were often personal items, emphasizing individual dining etiquette. How Japanese chopsticks are different from others. Chopsticks are used in many Asian countries, but their shape and material vary. Chinese chopsticks are the longest, typically 25 centimeters or more, and have a squared or rounded shape. They are designed for shared dishes, allowing people to reach across the table. Korean chopsticks are usually made of metal and are shorter and flatter. This tradition dates back to the use of silver chopsticks to detect poison. Japanese chopsticks, however, are unique. They are shorter, often around 20 centimeters, and have pointed tips. This design makes it easier to pick up delicate foods like fish and rice. Additionally, Japan has special chopsticks for different occasions, such as ceremonial chopsticks used in celebrations. The role of chopsticks in Japanese cuisine. Japanese cuisine is designed to be eaten with chopsticks. Unlike Western dishes that require cutting with a knife, Japanese food is often prepared in bite-sized portions. Sushi, sashimi, tempura, and rice bowls can all be easily picked up with chopsticks. Even soups like miso soup often include ingredients such as tofu or seaweed, which are meant to be lifted with chopsticks. The delicate design of Japanese chopsticks also helps handle fragile foods, like flaked fish. Furthermore, chopsticks allow for precise movements, making them ideal for traditional dishes that require careful handling, such as picking up thin slices of pickled vegetables or separating delicate layers of food. The philosophy behind chopsticks: simplicity and harmony. Chopsticks are more than just eating utensils. They represent Japanese values of simplicity and harmony, in contrast to knives and forks, which can feel aggressive due to their sharp edges. Chopsticks allow for a more delicate and respectful way of eating. This aligns with the Japanese aesthetic of wabi-sabi, which finds beauty in simplicity and imperfection. Additionally, chopsticks encourage mindfulness. Because they require careful hand movements, they slow down the eating process, allowing people to appreciate the taste and texture of food. This reflects the broader Japanese cultural philosophy of living in harmony with nature and cherishing everyday moments. The proper way to use chopsticks. Using chopsticks correctly is an important part of Japanese dining etiquette. The basic technique involves holding one chopstick steady with your thumb and ring finger while moving the other with your index and middle fingers. This allows for precise control when picking up food. A proper grip not only makes eating easier but also shows good manners. In Japan, using chopsticks elegantly is seen as a sign of refinement. Children are taught from a young age how to hold them properly. While it may take practice, mastering chopsticks enhances the dining experience and helps you blend into Japanese culture more naturally. Chopstick etiquette: what you should not do. Japanese chopstick etiquette includes many unspoken rules. One of the biggest taboos is sashi-bashi, or sticking chopsticks upright in rice, as it resembles a funeral ritual. Watashi-bashi, resting chopsticks across a bowl, is also considered bad manners because it signals that you are finished eating, even if you are not. Another rule is yose-bashi, using chopsticks to drag plates or bowls toward you, which is seen as impolite. Additionally, passing food directly from one pair of chopsticks to another is avoided, as it mimics a ritual in Japanese funerals. Understanding these rules helps show respect for Japanese dining culture. The symbolic meaning of chopsticks in Japanese culture. Chopsticks are more than just eating utensils in Japan. They hold deep symbolic meanings. They are often used in traditional ceremonies, such as weddings, where special chopsticks called a waibashi, celebratory chopsticks, are used to bring good fortune. During the new year, families use fresh chopsticks to symbolize a new beginning. On the other hand, there are also negative associations. For example, chopsticks are closely linked to funeral rites, where bones are transferred between chopsticks. This is why passing food directly from one pair of chopsticks to another is avoided. Understanding these cultural meanings helps appreciate the deeper role chopsticks play in Japanese life. Why chopsticks are still popular in modern Japan. Despite the global influence of Western utensils, chopsticks remain the primary eating tool in Japan. One reason is practicality. Japanese cuisine is designed to be eaten with chopsticks, making them more efficient than forks or spoons. Another reason is tradition. Eating with chopsticks is deeply embedded in Japanese culture. and most people learn how to use them from childhood. Additionally, using chopsticks promotes mindfulness, as it requires precise hand movements. Even in modern restaurants and fast food chains, chopsticks are still preferred. Their continued use reflects not only convenience, but also a cultural identity that remains strong in Japan. Conclusion: the genius of two simple sticks. Chopsticks may seem like simple tools, but they represent centuries of tradition, culture, and wisdom. More than just eating utensils, they reflect Japanese values of simplicity, harmony, and mindfulness. Their design has been perfected over time to suit Japanese cuisine, making them both practical and elegant. Even in the modern world, where Western utensils are common, chopsticks remain an essential part of Japanese identity. Understanding the history and etiquette of chopsticks helps us appreciate not only Japanese food, but also the culture behind it. These two simple sticks are truly a genius invention that continues to shape the way people eat in Japan. What do you think about this Japanese mindset? Do people in your country think the same way or differently? I'd love to hear your thoughts, experiences, or even questions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into Japanese culture. Thanks again for watching.